Alright, now the latest Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 series packs 2GB of RAM and the latest Exynos W930 dual-core 1.4 GHz chipset. And you might be wondering whether this brand new chipset and increased memory is going to make any difference when it comes to using this watch in day-to-day life. So in this video, let's do a quick speed test between these two watches, the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic and the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, and see whether there is any difference between these two watches in terms of usability of the watch and in terms of opening the applications or system settings on the watch. On the right hand side, I've got the latest Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. This is the 47mm version I have here, and this is an LTE device. And on the left hand side, I've got the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro Bluetooth version, which is 46mm in size, and this has 1.5GB RAM and 16GB internal storage, whereas the latest Galaxy Watch 6 Classic has got 2GB RAM and 1.4 GHz Exynos W930 dual-core processor, which is the latest chipset we have. Now let me turn off the watch and turn it on. Let's see which one turns on faster. Okay, now both the watches are off. Let me press and hold the power button to turn these watches. I will do this simultaneously. By the way, the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic is running on One UI 5.0 based on Wear OS 4, and the Watch 6 Classic is running on One UI 4.5 based on Wear OS 3.5. As you can see, this was really surprising. The Watch 5 Pro turned on faster than the Watch 6 Classic. This is taking a lot of time now, as you can see. It still says starting. Here you go. There is almost about 8 to 10 seconds difference between these two watches in Bootup Test. Now let's give these watches a few seconds to settle down, and then let's go ahead with the test. Okay, now I'm wearing both the watches on one hand. Now let's do a wake-up test. Let's see which one wakes up faster. As you can see, the Watch 5 Pro seems to be doing a little better here. It's equally good, or sometimes it wakes up faster than the Watch 6 Classic. This is again really strange. The previous gen watch is doing a little better in the wake-up test. Now let me change the positions of these watches and let's see if this is the same. Okay, now I have changed the positions of these watches. Now let's do this test again. Again, you can see the Watch 5 Pro is doing a little better here. Either it wakes up at the same time, or the Watch 5 Pro is doing a little better. It's a little faster than the Watch 6 Classic. Alright, now let's see the responsiveness of these watches. I will pull down the quick panel here. As you can see, both are quite responsive and both are equally good. Now let's swipe towards the right to check out the tiles. The Watch 6 Classic is a little more responsive here. Let me do that again. Yes, the Watch 6 Classic is a little faster here when it comes to swiping and opening the tiles. The camera may not be doing the justice, but when I use these watches, I can see that the Watch 6 Classic is a little more responsive when it comes to these swipe gestures. Now let's swipe up to open the application tray. Now this time, the Watch 5 Pro did a little better. It's a little faster. As you can see, I'll do this at the same time. Yes, this is a little faster, I would say. Now let's open some system applications. I will open messages at the same time. You can see Watch 6 Classic is faster here. Now I'll open the health application. You can see this is faster on Watch 6 Classic. Now let me open Maps. Again, it's faster on the Watch 6 Classic. Now let's open the weather application. At the same time, it opened on both the watches. Now let's open the Gallery app. Again, faster on the Watch 6 Classic. Now the Music app. Faster on the Watch 5 Pro. Now let's open the Camera Controller application. You can see it is faster on the Watch 5 Pro. This is amazing. It's still loading on the Watch 6 Classic. Now it's open. Let's switch between these icons here. We've got the video icon. Let me tap on this. It's faster on the Watch 6 Classic. Now let me tap on the camera button here. It's at the same time. Now let's open Spotify. Faster on the Watch 6 Classic. Now let's open the calculator application. Faster on the Watch 6 Classic. Let's open the reminder application now. Faster on the Watch 6 Classic. So when it comes to opening the applications, definitely the Watch 6 Classic is doing slightly better, but that difference in opening the application is not going to really matter much in real life scenarios. What I mean to say is Watch 5 Pro is as good as Watch 6 Classic when it comes to opening the applications. There is a slight delay which is not going to make much of a difference in real life. Now let's go back. Okay, now let's change the watch face on both these watches. Let me press and hold on the home screen simultaneously. As you can see, the Watch 5 Pro was a little faster in responding to this. Let's do this again. Yes, Watch 5 Pro is a bit faster here. Now let's do this again. I will press and hold on the watch face. Definitely the Watch 5 Pro is faster here. Now let me scroll to the right. And I'll apply this watch face now. Again, it's faster on Watch 5 Pro. This is definitely surprising result when it comes to the speed test between these two watches. Alright, now let's activate Bixby on both these watches by pressing and holding on these buttons here. I'll do this simultaneously again. Let's go. Slightly faster on the Watch 6 Classic. Let me do this again. Yes, it's probably a millisecond faster on the Watch 6 Classic. Now this is a very surprising results we have got in the speed test. The Watch 5 Pro seems to be doing slightly better in most of the areas, and in opening the applications, definitely the Watch 6 Classic is doing slightly better with its all new chipset, the Exynos W930 and with 2GB RAM. Now let's check out how is the RAM management here. Let's go to the recents application. Now let me open the recently opened reminder app. Let's see whether it's going to refresh or not. It's refreshed on the Watch 5 Pro. Now let's open some other applications which are running in the background. I will open the calculator. Let's open the camera controller application. You see both refreshed and they are loading the preview. And again, Watch 5 Pro loaded it faster than the Watch 6 Classic. Now let's open Google Maps. Slightly faster on the Watch 6 Classic. So looking at this, even the RAM management on both these watches are equally good, even though this packs a 2GB RAM and this Galaxy Watch 5 Pro packs 1.5GB RAM, it is doing equally good. So I would say both the watches are almost at par when it comes to speed. The 2GB RAM and the improved processor or the upgraded processor is not making much of a difference on the Watch 6 Classic. That is my conclusion. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Did you find anything better on the Watch 6 Classic? If you have been using Watch 5 Pro and upgraded to Watch 6 Classic, let me know. Are you seeing any difference when it comes to using the watch in your day-to-day life? Let me know in the comment section. If you ask me, I would say the Watch 5 Pro is as good as Watch 6 Classic. So if you own a Watch 6 Pro, you don't really have to upgrade to Watch 6 Classic just because it packs a better specifications. This watch can go a long way and this packs a much bigger battery than the Watch 6 Classic. I will be posting the battery test results of Watch 6 Classic very soon. I am testing it in different settings, so stay tuned for that video. Probably in a day or two, I will be posting that video. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead, hit the subscribe button to know your Galaxy Watch and the Galaxy phones better. And if you like this video, if you find this informational, hit the like button as well. That's about it. Thanks for watching. My name is Salian signing off. Cheers. Bye-bye.